watching Keisha just dancing to the music then. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our twice weekly Corporals Mess. Yay!
Twice weekly.
No, fortnightly. Where did I get twice weekly from?
I don't know.
Twice monthly. I don't know. Fortnightly. That'll do. The Corporals Mess live stream. Don't forget, we can't see a viewers count on here, so we don't know if people are watching or not. So do let us know by saying hello.
We do have 5 likes.
Yay! On that note, hello, modders.
Hello.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Yes. How are you?
Great. But I'm good.
Good.
Willow, thank you.
Hello, Willow.
She's down there. Why? Yeah. What you been up
to? Me. Nothing. Just the omnibus. I didn't do anything last night, to be fair, because I came off the live stream and I was just knackered. So I went to sleep on the sofa and then had tea and then went to bed.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, I think I'm still having a fibro flare up, and yesterday all that sneezing and everything just knocked it out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dieter says, greetings and first comments. Hello, Dieter. Joe says, damn it. And he says, just noticed on my calendar that I have an early doctor's appointment with blood work, which means no coffee. Hope I'm able to make it through the live stream. Probably that boring that you need coffee to get through the stream.
I don't know why you can't drink coffee if you're having bloods done.
If it's a fasting blood test, you can't.
Oh, yeah. You can, as long as you don't put cream or milk in it.
Yeah, best not to.
If it's just black coffee.
If you put sugar in it or anything like
that.
Yeah. Adam says, afternoon, Adam.
Afternoon.
Ian says, hello. Ian says, bi-monthly, you mean? No, because that mean every 2 months, wouldn't it? Let's stick with fortnightly. That makes sense. David says, morning, Mikey, Tiff, all on chat. Hello, buddy. And hello, Willow, you big ball of black furriness.
Yes.
Duke says, good ale, you beautiful corporals. Joe says, okay, well, let Doctor know you said it was okay. Thank you, ma'am.
No, I just know that, like, plain black coffee, no sugar, no milk or anything, it's classed as a clear liquid, so you're okay to have it.
Yeah, stick to your doctor's instructions. Don't take medical advice off the internet.
Or modest.
Yes. Anyway, what are you working on today?
I am working on Spyro still.
Ah, do you want to show us Spyro, because you've done quite well with it?
Yeah, let me just move the...
Oh, there you go. I was right. Bi-monthly does mean every 2 weeks, every 2 months.
Yes.
There you go.
Do.
How cool is that? Let's have a look.
Let me see if I can zoom out a bit. You'll have to excuse the state of my desk. But yes, it's big.
Yeah. That's what she said.
So it's going to stand about that, and then obviously the rest of the body and the wings are going to come up.
You realise Willow's going to be sat opposite it, staring at it, trying to figure out what it is.
Probably.
And if it's a threat.
No. I'm more interested in the pack of baubles she stole, which are now all over my house. Brand new pack of hair bubbles, and she stole it. Yeah.
Adam says, Spyro, man, I love him. What the?
We clicked it at the same time.
David says, that is big Tiff.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I've put the link in chat if anyone wants to come up. You can do. Would it be a member stream? Corporals stream.
Yeah. Ow.
Oh,
Busy bruised already.
need that coffee.
Damn doctor's taking blood.
You've been to the vampires, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Should you see what the M4H live's up to?
Yeah.
So, Mal's giving his explanation of what's going on. And Matthew's in there. There you go.
We finally got a second viewer.
Hey?
We finally got a second viewer.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. You and Matthew.
Yeah. Let's have a look. When did Mal start doing his explanations of what he's going to...
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. About 5 minutes and 50 seconds.
So 6 minutes ago.
Yes. Yeah. Jim says, hello to our gracious host and to all the usual suspects in chat.
Hello,
Speaking
Jim.
of usual suspects, where is Julian? Is Julian normally on a Corporals Mess?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember. Let's have a butcher's hook.
You did put it into Discord because I can see the notification there.
Yes, and I put it on the Facebook page.
Yeah. So he should have seen it.
Yeah. So we usually have Duke. There's Graham, Julian's Corporal. So's Paul Marley, Mr. Ellison, Matt Muck, Joe, Kieran's not, Scott, Paul Price, Patrick, Gino, Waitrose, Stu, Darren, Jim, David, Adam, and Timmy. There we go.
Timmy will probably be with his wife, so with the kid. Although it does say he is currently online on Discord. Same with Julia.
Yeah.
Julia is currently online on Discord too.
Yeah.
So check out.
Speaking of Matt Muck, he says, sorry for delayed hello. Had a cat on my lap and could not reach the keyboard. I have the lurgy, so we'll be listening along. No problems, buddy.
Sorry, I had a cat on my desk. She's gone now.
Joe says, Mikey, I caught Chat About 65 on YouTube from Models for Heroes with you as the guest. It was quite good. Superb models you showed. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, that's my mate Martin Moyes, who's our M4H volunteer. He came around and we sat and had a chat and decided he wanted to do a little interview video for an M4H video he's doing. Yeah. He's a nice guy, Martin. He's the one that gave me the computer so that I could start doing this.
Well, that was nice of him.
Adam says, I have a cat on my lap. And Matt says, hi, Jim. Yeah, so without him, none of this would have happened. And it was him that got me into M4H and scale modeling. He's a nice guy. He rides blood bikes now as well. He does that more than he does M4H now.
Both noble causes.
Yes. I would absolutely say so. Oh. Still a bit sniffle it. Trying to think what I was going to do that. Right. I'm going to paint the top of this, I think. Oh, wait. Should I colour it? Yeah, probably black, isn't it? Let's face it. They didn't have that many colours back then. For these seats on the top of the ticket box. Jim says, question, Mikey, did you finish the Lanchester? If so, did you post photos of it in Discord? I have. I definitely posted them on Facebook. Don't know if I posted them on Discord. But if not, I certainly can. Ooh, speaking of which, I got a parcel off Mystery Nick today. It's not for tomorrow's live stream.
Yeah.
It's this sign.
Oh, wow.
How cool is that?
That is awesome.
And very true. We know, when there's a flap and when they really look like they're actually doing some work.
I'm sure you did plenty of work, Mikey.
Yeah, no. Tried not to. There we go.
Ooh.
It's Timmy. Hello, Tim. Ahoy, Tim.
You're muted or something. Yeah.
There you go, Jim. I've posted a Discord now, buddy.
How are we?
Hey.
All right, buddy. How are you?
Good.
I am well.
You sound so happy about it.
No, it's good. It's good. I actually am doing good. The baby's asleep. We'll see how long that lasts. So
is that why you've been allowed to come on here on a Wednesday?
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, hey, everything's going well. I might be popping on the interwebs if that's all good. Just got to get the say so with
Did she,
the missus being the minister for home affairs.
Whatever.
Yeah, more or less.
Jim says, please do post photos on Discord. I'm not part of Facebook, thanks. Yes, I've posted, buddy. Adam says, mix the cockpit blue for the MiG, and it's rather pretty. Nice. Ian says, ahoy, Tim.
Ahoy.
David says, evening, Tim. And Ian says, hi, Jim. And hi, David. There we go. I'm not sure what's happening with John, because I know he's supposed to be on the M4A stream, but he's not on that either, by the look of it. So unless he's fallen asleep or something.
It's early days.
Yeah.
So here's that dude that I got started yesterday.
Yes. That's cool. Let's zoom.
That's cool.
That looks awesome.
So, yeah, so that's dude number one, and they did another guy today. So he's also looking all gross and yuck.
Yeah.
And this is the dude that I'm just working on at the moment. So
that's cool.
Yeah, just having a bit of fun. Painting some
putrefied.
Yeah, just painting some gross sick boys.
Yeah. Oh, dear me. Still a bit sniffly from yesterday. And I think the inside of my nose is still a bit swollen. Right.
That's not fun.
No. Absolutely not. But my bus is looking good. So now I've just got to catch up with John. Joe says, Timmy, I'm attempting to get all my Hauser and Marlin lines for the 50 BC Roman warship. What a pain in the ass. Never again.
Yep.
Duke says they are sick, Timmy. Literally,
Yeah, they're not doing well, are they?
they're not a happy race, are they?
No. Well, that's the thing. Is like everything gets all gross and corrupty. Like
Yeah, that's probably why they're so angsty, because they're just ill all the time.
Well, in the law and stuff, it's they're really like off-putting because they're like happy. Like you'd think they're all gross and stuff, but they wander around and they're just like, "Oh, truly, we are blessed." And they're like a whole lung will fall out or something. Yeah, they're only slightly less sick than me when I get my yearly cold.
Yeah. Yeah, I seem to do quite well with them because, I mean, I had the flu the other week, but whenever I seem to get colds these days, it seems to be like a day and then that's it. I just feel a bit bunged up and stuff for a couple of days after.
Yeah.
Which is why it's difficult for me to tell between cold and allergies.
See, I don't have allergies, so.
Yeah. Weirdly, the only time I didn't have hay fever was when I was in the army. Although saying that, I did have it one year where we were on a field exercise and I just couldn't stop sneezing because we were living in the field for a few days. And the farmer had been cutting the hay and stuff in the next field. That was annoying. And not very tactical.
No. Can't imagine it would be.
Luckily, I was a vehicle mechanic, so I didn't have to worry about that too much. It just made life a bit miserable.
Yeah. I think like it's probably one of my favorite like quick effects to do at the moment.
What's
it's
that?
Like this paint here does this really good kind of brass color.
Yeah.
So it's called Balthazar Gold by Citadel.
Yeah.
It's just got great coverage, especially for a metallic.
Yeah.
But it's like just one bit of that on the brassy bits, and then I just watered down some turquoise and just drop some of that in for the patina.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this isn't like an easy 2-step process, and it just looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you can use it as a nickel oxide or something like that.
Yeah, nihilic oxide.
Yeah, to put over like colours.
Yeah, so that's one of their technical range, which in general, I don't really like the technical paints because, you know, they're supposed to fill like one role, and I don't know, it's just a bit narrow. Like I get a similar effect just using the turquoise, and you know, turquoise you can mix with you know, dirty green and stuff and get some really cool, like vibrant colors and all that stuff. I don't know, different strokes for different folks.
No, it's just when it wasn't the latest, not the latest, but like the Stormbringer is the collection before that. Oh, the Age of Sigmar magazines.
Stormbringer?
No, it was the one before that.
Oh.
Oh, bloody hell. What was it called? Oh, I can't remember. But it came with like ruins and stuff.
Wasn't like the Skaven Tide one, was it?
No. Mortal Realms. That was it.
Oh, yeah.
It came with like a graveyard building set.
Yep.
And like you painted the roofs of them like copper colour, and the statues like the copper color, and then put that oxide over it. So it came with the paints and stuff like that. So it's just what I had to use because I'd never really painted minis before that.
Yeah.
I thought, get a load of minis, you get the paints with it. I'll try it.
Yeah, it's a good bit of fun.
Yeah.
Same with like, just other really easy effects to get. So like just over that like silver on the pauldron there.
Yeah.
So that's just what is it? It's not aluminium. Where are we? Natural steel. It's just natural steel and then like a brown wash over it. And then you just go in with like a orangey brown, like parasite brown. You just dump that in some of the places where like corrosion and things would kind of set in.
Yeah.
And you can do that like on the sickle and stuff as well.
Nice.
It's just really easy. So like where there's pitting and stuff on the sickle, you can start to like build up a little bit more like vibrant orange.
Yeah, I need to get back into painting those minis because I have a lot to catch up on with me, the Stormbringer ones. My favourite is going to be... Where is it? That dude.
Oh, you got a Gargant?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
It is pretty cool. It comes with like, I think like some cages and stuff as well. And with stuff in to put on the base. I just like the terrified guy in his hand. You can't really see. But, yeah. It's pretty cool.
Okie dokie.
Jim says, if there's room, I'll join a bit later. Look like a bloody shambles right now and don't know what to do with my hair. Ian says, laughing at Jim. Adam says, little dude. Jim says, could be allergy symptoms. Mike, I experienced the same thing over the winter months. Yeah, it happens now and again with me. I think it's dust. I don't know whether it's dust or what. Ian says, Stormbringer. I thought you were talking about Deep Purple for a moment. Jim says, great album, Ian. Duke says, a rusty sickle. That's against OHS Tim.
Yeah, I think these guys might be a bit past it.
Jim says, Duke, I went to school with rusty sickle. And Matt says, when doing figures, is it better to have a lighter colours base and then build up darker colours or vice versa? Good question for Tim.
Sorry, say that again.
Is it better to have a lighter colour as a base and build up the darker colours or vice versa? Notice how
you know what? I prefer darker and then build up lighter. Just because, especially like smaller miniatures and things, if you miss a spot or whatever, it's probably hard to reach, which means it's probably, being hidden from whatever the light source is anyway. So your sort of happy little mistakes just look like you've done shadows. Whereas if you start like, like
lighter first.
These dudes, like if I miss a part, actually this is a bad example because I've done a top down, highlight. But if I just primed him white or in a light grey, then couldn't reach into a recess or I missed something, it would really, really stick out. So in general, I prefer to start darker.
Makes sense to me. Duke is laughing at Jim. Oh, I was reading an article before, Tiff. Apparently, there's two famous people from where you come from where you are. One good person, one not so good.
I know that is it Tony Blair used to live around here.
Yeah, Tony Blair went to the local private primary school.
Yeah, he was also our member of parliament.
Yeah, do you know who one of his classmates was?
No.
Rowan Atkinson.
Round here?
Yeah, he went to the same private primary school as Tony Blair.
Holy crap.
So yeah, he's the good person.
Yeah. No, I knew about Tony Blair. I didn't know about Ron Atkinson though.
Yeah, they're in school together.
I didn't know there was a private school around here. Probably not a private school anymore.
No. Not since they upped the tax on. I knew I should have left this. Oh well. It'll work out in the end.
Oh dear, how sad. Never mind.
Cheeky monkey.
Just a bit of that bright orange.
There you go.
I don't think I've ever been called a cheeky monkey before.
It's better than calling me a cheeky cow.
I don't mind that. I'd just be like, moo bitch.
Adam says cheeky Xenophil highlights on the comrades. Matt says, thank you. About to do some Fallout miniatures. The Brotherhood of Steel figures, trying to work out best way to paint them and to have a warm metal look. Ooh.
Didn't know they did Fallout miniatures.
They do miniatures for just about everything these days.
Yeah. Duke says, how did you do your skin tone, Tim?
For this dude on screen?
No,
because I've sort of done kind of 3 different ones at the moment. I want their clothes and rags and stuff to be kind of matchy, but I want lots of different skin stuff. I'm going to assume this dude. This was just what did we go with? I think. Sorry, give me 1 second. I can confirm. Not that one. Might have been that one. Oh no, it was the first one. So I went UK. Sorry, I can zoom that out. I went UK Lightstone for the color, and then just mixed more and more. Where did I put it? It was one of his. It was a light flesh of some description. Or pale flesh or something.
It was something to do with flesh.
Actually, you know what? No, it wasn't. So, yeah, because these guys are sick, you can paint skin however you want, really. So I did a UK light stone and then IAF sand, kind of just building up. But then the trick to getting these dudes to look all
gnarly,
modelly and stuff like that is so for green splotches I use Citadel Plague Bearer Flesh, which is a contrast paint, so it goes on like a kind of like a wash. It's one of those similar to like speed paints and stuff that it's designed to just go on in like one thick coat and then settle in the recesses. So it's more opaque than a wash.
Yeah.
But still acts like a wash. So it'll be darker in the recesses and lighter on the ridges. But I just use it very sparingly, and I use it as a tint. And then my pinks and stuff, I use a shade called Carroburg Crimson.
Yeah.
And those two colors, the crimson and the Plague Bearer Flesh, they just look awesome when you use them in tandem. So it's just a case of kind of working it in and kind of just doing a bit of back and forward and stuff. And if it looks splotchy, then you just kind of mix up some of your skin tone and just kind of reestablish it on like the large flat kind of areas, and you let like those colors kind of settle in like the folds or where there's like straps and clothing and things like that. You can have like your flesh looking kind of sickly or sore under that, and so you get a lot of variation there. But yeah, and then it's largely the same for the other colors. It's just, I think the first one I mixed a flesh tone and a warm brown and worked up to the flesh tone from that. And then the other one was I think I started with like a dark yellow or something and worked up to a skin tone.
Yeah.
But yeah, skin's pretty much just, I find it easiest to just kind of keep it simple. Like pick like a starty color and then a color that you're kind of working up to, and then just kind of work your blend. And then it doesn't really matter what two colors you use because everyone's different.
Yeah. Ooh, on a completely unrelated topic, did you find out what happened with your mail?
Yeah. Still tracking that down. So it's all a bit of a thing. So I called the post and stuff, and they're like, don't know what to tell you, man. It got delivered. And I'm like, to this address? And they're like, no. And I go, okay, well, can you tell me what the address was? And they go, no. And I go, why? Yeah, well, privacy in it. And I go, I'm more concerned about where my parcel is. And they go, yeah, well, what did the dude say to me? We got paid to take it to the address that was on the box. But, John has sent me things before. So we're both a bit skeptical that that's the issue. So they wouldn't tell me where it was sent, and then they wouldn't tell John where it was sent without the right paperwork and all that stuff. So yeah, he's just chasing that up. But like the tracking number said it got to my local distribution center. So it's here somewhere. Yeah. So tomorrow I'm probably just going to go door knocking on my street.
Yeah.
Be like, hey,
wouldn't it be Friday? Because I sent yours and John's present in a box. That it was an Amazon box that I'd received something from Amazon. Wouldn't it be funny if he'd accidentally copied my address back onto the box or something.
Yeah, no. Like we know that it got up here.
Yeah.
Like it got all the way to the Baringa Australia Post thing, which is just around the corner. So it's around here somewhere.
I mean, if your local area has like a Facebook page, because we do around here.
Yeah.
It's different. Maybe put something up on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to have a squiz.
Because there's been a few times a parcel has been delivered to the wrong place around here. I popped it on the Facebook page, and they've been able to find it. Happens a lot around here. We just get delivered to the wrong houses, shoved in gardens, and where they don't belong.
But at least they've admitted they didn't deliver it to the correct address.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. What they've admitted is they delivered it to the right address, and it's not their problem if the address on the box was wrong. So it's very much a case of mission failed successfully. You know?
Thing is, there's only 2 addresses that could have been on, or 3 addresses that could have been on that box: yours, mine, or John's.
And it got all the way to my local distribution center. So
exactly,
yeah. So basically, it's probably a case of the wrong number. So yeah, it's just a bit strange. So yeah, we're a little perplexed. But what are you going to do? Ozpost.
But you'd also think your neighbours would be decent enough to say, okay, this isn't my name, not my house number. Maybe I'll go and knock.
No. So it wouldn't be their name, but it would be their house number.
Yeah.
So it's not even a case of they could just drop it around. They're probably looking at it going like, who's this Tim Evans guy? He's probably the idiot that lived here last or something.
Yeah.
So if they haven't returned it to the post office yet, I should be able to just door knock on my street tomorrow and be like, hey, on Friday, did you get a bunch of stuff?
Yeah. Really, really random stuff that makes no sense.
Good morning. My name is Tim.
Did you get a parcel? Was it ticking?
Yeah. Do you have a moment to speak about our Lord and Savior?
Yeah. You took my parcel, bitch. I'm not saving you.
Nah, I got other things I can threaten them with. Like, I'm fairly sure my parcel is sent to your house. Either produce it or I'm going to rocket Warhammer lore at you for the next 36 hours.
And they'll just be like, yeah.
Yeah, the cops will be dragging me away. I'll be like, Arnie, what the fuck did I do wrong? I'm completely innocent.
Mr. Marley has now landed on the M4H live stream.
I don't know how you got it open in the background.
No, I just sometimes flick onto it on my phone.
Well, at least you're giving them a viewer.
Yeah, well, it makes them think that they keep having new viewers because if the count's going up for a few minutes, then dropping off, and then going back up, and then dropping off. So it makes them feel like they're getting new viewers. So I'm all about the good feels. Duke says, correct, Tim. Matt says, neither did I, Tiff. They were a Christmas gift from my nephew. Modifius do a range including TV show figures. Yes, they do.
Ooh.
It's them that do the Acton Cthulhu books and things like that as well. Jim says, Tim, UK Light Stone, is that a part of the Vallejo paint set? Probably AK Real Colours or something.
Nah, it's Vallejo. It is. Goodness gracious, where did I just put it? I would have shoved it.
That used to be a TV show.
Yeah.
Where the flip did I? Oh well, yeah. You can take my word for it. Yeah, it's Vallejo. I believe it's Model Air.
Model
I think
Model Air.
Yeah, they've got a couple of ranges. I don't really discriminate. I just love I have yet to have a bad experience with any Vallejo paint, and considering
this is what makes me wonder why John seems unable to use them. No matter how much he tries, he can't seem to get them right.
Well, without putting words in his mouth, I think, like, I grew up painting with water-based acrylics.
Yes.
Especially by brush.
Yeah.
And the way they act is very, very similar to the Citadel range, which is also another like S tier water-based acrylic. Whereas, like if I had to paint with an enamel, it would be like I was going to say something very rude, but it'd be like watching a dog do math, maybe using enamels or something like that.
Like a baboon trying to figure out which way his arse is pointing. Ian says, in watercolor painting, you start with light. Yeah. Duke says, thanks, Tim. Ian says, I coughed and sent the unfinished comment. Ian says, watercolor start from light to dark. Oil painting start dark to light. Yeah, makes sense. Ian says, so tired. So what Tim said. Joe says, oh, good. I thought it was just our US Postal Service that messed up. Good to know it happens in other countries too.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the sign I received off Nick today, Tim?
No.
You'll appreciate this.
Right, give me 1 second and I will be able to look up. Just gotta paint fingies. Alrighty. Ooh.
How cool is that?
Raimi at rest. Sorry, Raimi.
Yeah. We're the originals, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's habit. I see the lightning bolt and the
horse.
And I'll go, yeah, Raimi. Royal Australian easy money earners.
Jim says, it took a few tries, but I know how water-based acrylics work. I use them mostly for brush painting, not a lot of airbrush use. Yeah. So I've only used acrylics. Water-based acrylics.
Yeah, I'm in that boat as well, Mike.
It's just easier.
Same with airbrushing. Like I only use the Model Air range, but well, actually that's not true. I will water down any, but yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like it does the job. Like I know that enamels have like other properties that lend themselves really well to scale modeling and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just haven't brought myself to do it yet.
Well, yeah.
I think because like I'm really bad with using my airbrush just like at my desk, and like I'd have to get an extraction fan if I'm using chemicals and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, one would argue that atomizing anything, you should really be using an extraction fan, but don't ask, don't tell. Do as I say, not as I do, kids.
Yeah. Always wear a mask. Honest. I remember doing a video where I was prepping the accurate armor Centurion Avery kit, and I was like, you should always wear a mask, unless you got a big beard like mine, because it won't fit, and it's completely useless and a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's like during the pandemic when people were saying, "Oh, you need to wear a mask." Why? What is the point? It won't get near my face. I might as well just shove a pillow over my face and then put a mask on the other side of it.
See, they were the best days, the early days of the pandemic, when people were just like walking around with like, you know, the 50-gallon like water jugs and stuff on their face, like just walking around like Ned Kelly.
Yeah.
People, like just making improvised masks and stuff. That was the best.
Yeah, some of the pictures you saw of like what some of the Americans had put over them, like some were wearing like full beekeeping outfits and stuff. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do to feel safe, but you know, it was bloody funny.
Yeah. The one that used to amuse me is when you'd see people riding around in a car on their own, still wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you still get that here in
I've seen it.
There's a woman that I see her in the supermarket sometimes, our local supermarket. She's always wearing a mask. It's like, really?
Yeah. Like just a regular mask?
Yeah, just a regular paper mask.
Yeah. See, like,
I'm sure
I'm
he
not
wears it under a nose as well.
I'm not even against masks and stuff. I'm against mandates and things. I don't like being told what to do. But like you look at like in Japan, where culturally you wear a mask if you're feeling a little unwell, so that you are avoiding spreading germs. Because anything short of an N95 respirator doesn't actually stop you from getting anything. It's just supposed to stop droplets from you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm that much of a belligerent prick. I just don't like being told what to do.
That's why surgeons wear them, in it. It's not to stop them catching viruses or spreading viruses to the patient. It's to stop blood spattering in their mouth. It's like,
well, yeah. So you wear the disposable one to catch droplets from your mouth, and then any surgery where
there's a risk of sprayed arteries.
Where there's fluids as a risk, or spray as a risk. They wear the
face shield.
Full face shield as well. But yeah.
I didn't wear one all the way through. The only time I wore one was when I was doing ambulance training, and we had to do full PPE training.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, for me, it was pretty much like life as usual. Because I was still in the Navy.
Yeah.
So, still had to go to work and all that. But yeah, they would like split the ship crew and stuff so that there'd be rotations, and it's just without getting into it, it was a pain in the bum, the entire thing. But I don't think I'm alone in looking back on that period of time with a level of annoyance.
Yeah. I had an appointment with doctor's surgery at one point, and they said, I went there, and the receptionist said, "Oh, can you put a mask on, please?" I went, "No." I said, "Why?" I said, "Because I don't have to." She went, "Yes, you do. I'm telling you to." And I went, "No, the law says that if I have a condition that stops me wearing a mask, then I don't have to do it." "Well, what condition is it?" I said, "That's not your business. You're not allowed to ask. You're not my doctor." It's like, well, you can't have your appointment then. I said, all right, okay. So I got in touch with the Disability Advisory Service, or whatever it's called, and they said, write a letter and put this in it. And within a few days, I sent the letter in, and within a few days, I had a phone call off the surgery saying, "Oh, we're really sorry. We didn't mean to intrude on your personal life, stuff like that. We can make adjustments if you like. We could see you in the porter cabin instead of seeing you in the actual inside the surgery." I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. Just don't refuse me an appointment just because I don't wear a mask."
I would have thought that a surgery would have had the right to tell you what to wear.
No, because it's classed as disability discrimination. Refusing service on the grounds of not wearing a mask because of disability is classed as discrimination. And there's no part of the COVID laws that said that they could do that.
Okay. Oh no, I'm just talking from a private property perspective. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't know, the whole what do you call it, discrimination thing.
Yeah,
it's tricky because it's like doing a risk assessment, right? Like technically you could write a never-ending risk assessment and try to account for everything and anything up to death.
Yeah.
But like at some point, you just got to decide where to draw a cutoff line. But
yeah, I think the argument I had with them at the time was there are steps that can be put into place that mean I don't have to enter the building in order to have the appointment, but I can still have privacy to have an appointment. It just meant that the doctors had to put PPE on instead of just sitting in their office.
Mm.
So my GP said, "Yeah, that's fine, not a problem. I'll just put the PPE on, and we'll do the appointment in the office outside. That's not a problem."
Yeah, gotcha.
So the surgery ended up changing the policy then, which is good. And this is the problem: if people don't challenge and stand up for their rights, then they lose them. Jim says, there you go. Ian says, I watched Master and Commander behind the scenes last night and they showed filming during the SARS outbreak and they had to wear masks. Yeah. I remember the SARS outbreak. I was in school. We didn't even hear about it other than on the news when we went home. But again, it was a similar thing during COVID. Around here, it was like something that was happening to other people. Nobody really bothered with it. Nobody stopped traveling. Nobody stopped going to supermarkets or whatever.
Yeah, the only thing that scared me about the whole COVID thing was because I was living in Sydney at the time, and they were like locking down cities.
Yeah.
And like pulling people over in their cars and being like, "Where are you going?" Which anyone that's ever listened to me espouse an opinion on anything, you probably guess how well I took that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was just like, oh, this is awful. Like, I need to just buy land out in the middle of nowhere and just make Castle Tim.
Well, this is another thing, right? Because they tried to do that over here at the beginning when they first brought the COVID laws and that. The police tried doing things like standing outside supermarkets, demanding to check people's shopping to make sure they hadn't bought anything that wasn't essential and stuff. And they tried to put checkpoints in every 5 miles and stuff. And they put one in. 5 miles for us is 2 villages and a whole town away. And they tried to put one in. And they were very proud on Facebook saying, "Oh, we've stopped this many people." And I commented on it saying, "You might have stopped them, but did you explain to them that they don't actually have to explain where they're going? All they have to do is show you their driver's license. Because even under the COVID laws, they still have the right to remain silent. And you don't have the right to demand to know where they're going." And they didn't put a checkpoint in after that.
Yeah, well, I almost wrote this yesterday when y'all were talking about history, and I made that point about how people often look back at history and they go, yeah, no, I would have been the same virtuous person I am now in X, Y, or Z situation. It's like, no.
Yeah.
You almost definitely wouldn't. And then all the evidence I need is like, you know, the same people that are like, oh yeah, I would have been the Schindler, are the same people that were like calling the police to snitch on people during the lockdowns.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just like, oh boy. It's like the fact that you think that you're in the right is exactly my point. I'm not even saying you're wrong. I'm saying that you think you're right.
Yeah.
You know?
This thing, everyone thinks they'll be the good guy until it's time to do good guy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I'm much more trusting of people that look at history and are aware that they would have been the bad guy.
Yeah.
And that the actions they take today should reflect that. You should be steering away from that. But yeah, when people are like, oh, you know, it's just for the common good. It's for the common good. Getting rid of rugged individualism for the warmth of collectivism, as Mr. Mamdani would say. And I'm like, oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, it's like we were saying yesterday, isn't it? That everyone, the most dangerous people in the world are ideologues. And because they think what they're doing is for the good of humanity or for the good of society or whatever. When actually it's probably damaging for some, more damaging for one section of society or multiple.
Yeah. Yeah. No one ever does anything thinking they're the bad guy. Like,
no, exactly.
You can always justify your decision. There's always a reason why something was good. Now, you might have had to take 1, 2, 3, you know, zigs where you should have zagged to get there, but you can get there, and a lot of people can, and a lot of people do.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, yeah, I don't know. People are people. We're inherently flawed, and we are more likely to mess things up than we are to make them better.
Yes. Oh, that looks really nice in brass.
The poles?
Yeah, the railings.
Hell yeah.
They look good. I'll zoom in a minute so you can see.
I can do that now if you want.
If you want. I need to zoom in on the camera anyway.
All right.
Quite far away. And there's a lot of red. Which really screws with the camera because red's a prime colour. And cameras work by mixing multiple colours. And a prime colour only has one colour. So it can't mix the colours. Which is why on camera you lose a lot of details for reds, greens and blues. Which is why I used to have struggle with it in photography. There you go. Done as brass rather than... Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that looks much better.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, very nice.
Goes contrasts with the red quite nicely.
Yeah. And on that side.
That's cool.
It's hard to get it in focus like that.
It's a pretty elegant design, really, isn't it? Like, it's a really nice sweep.
Yeah. It's really skilled how they did it, wasn't it?
Mm.
And when that dries, I can put some varnish on it and then put it on the bus. In the meantime, I shall lay it down there. Just like that. Joe says, if people wear masks, let them. If they don't have to. Same with vaccines. I get mine because I hate being sick. I do understand how some don't trust studies. Too much money is involved. Yeah. I don't have a problem with vaccines. I just had a problem with that vaccine. Because that vaccine was not tested properly. And it was just a lot of people, because in England, they made the NHS and that made it mandatory for all their staff. In Wales, they didn't, because we've got a different NHS service. And one of the reasons they gave for not making it mandatory was the vast majority of NHS staff had the vaccine. When actually, I don't know any NHS staff that had the vaccine. And I'd asked other ambulance crews and stuff if they'd had it, and they said no, because it's not been tested. We're not going to be experimented on just because we're NHS staff. And I think that's more likely the reason why they didn't mandate it in the Welsh NHS, because a lot more of the crews and things like that were more willing to go, if you mandate it, we'll just walk away from the job, and then you'll be stuffed.
Yeah. A lot of people I served with had to face that dilemma because we were all forced to get it or lose our jobs in the Navy. And we had some people that were just like, nah. I go, what do you mean, nah? I go, nah. It became a whole thing. But at the end of the day, it's very, very hard to sack government employees. So he pretty much just waited it out until they went, okay, it's probably not worth the lawsuit that we'll get.
Well, this is the thing as well, and it leaves them wide open to being sued and things.
Yeah. Who knows?
Joe says, okay, no politics, John. Wait, he's not here.
Yeah.
We're getting it in before John starts because John gets carried away and gets all emotional. David says, that looks good, Mikey. Thank you, buddy. He says, 2001, we had foot and mouth, which was understandable. Yes. I was talking about this the other day because I was watching a documentary about BSE, which is what we call mad cow disease over here.
Yeah.
We had an outbreak of that. When I was saying to Kay, I remember going to Mould as a kid with my dad and going past the farmer's market, and they had hay strewn all across the entrance gate. And I said to my dad, what's that for, Dad? He said, well, it's because of the foot and mouth. He said, they got to make sure all the tyres on the vehicles that go in and out of the farmer's market have been disinfected and things. He said, so they have to drive over that hay before they can go in. I was like, oh, that makes sense. So yeah, I remember those times. I was only 13 when that happened. Was it 2001? Yeah, I'd have been 13. Waitrose says, afternoon troops, have I stumbled into the MO's office? No.
There you go.
Speaking of John. Hello.
Ahoy. Speak it, devil.
Ah.
How are y'all?
We were just talking about you.
Oh, yes?
Yes.
He's using the royal we.
Yeah. You said you got huge ears and a block-shaped head.
So yes. I had a look around, Tim. I cannot find the receipt for when I posted the package. So what they're saying is I didn't address it correctly, which I know I did, but they can't tell me where it is either.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
The privacy of the whoever owns it is the intended victim, because that's who I addressed it to. Victim.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the legal owner of my Christmas present.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's the whole thing's stupid. So I'll do some door knocking tomorrow, and I'll just be like, "Hey there, friendos," because if it's got their address on it, they don't know who Tim Evans is. So hopefully someone's just got it sitting in their foyer.
See, this is a good
local area community Facebook group or something. Do you know? Of
yeah, Tiff had said that as well. So I might, I'll pop a thing up in there tonight. But, posts have a tendency to get lost in the sauce on there because it's a mix of people just complaining about Karen shit and dodgy businesses trying to spam people. So, but I'll give it a whack, and then hopefully between that and doing some door knocking, we can track it down.
Sure.
They'll go, yeah, I received it, but I didn't know what it was, so I give it to my kids. And then you'll be like, oh, but I want it, but I can't take it off kids.
You can.
Actually, Tim would be more like, kids, give it here, or mummy's going to get hurt.
Yeah. Be
You
like,
look
hello
at
there,
me.
little girl.
You
I'll
love your
Rochambeau
mummy.
you for you. I'll Rochambeau you for that typhoon.
Hmm.
You love your mummy and daddy, don't you, child? Yes. Good.
I call it
Give me the
Mr. and
presents.
Mrs. Tennyson chili.
Yeah. Not that we're saying Tim would actually go out and hurt people, obviously.
Yeah, because I
By the way,
already
John,
did.
you've got the wrong microphone on, dude.
I was going to say, I was trying to say before, it was quite muffled.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
color do I want his rag to be? Do I want to keep the color of these guys? Do I want to keep their clothes just the dark green, the dirty green, and the cream for the?
Sorry, I've just read one of the comments. David says, "Good evening, John." We'll go back to that in a minute for this.
Yeah, yep.
Joe says, then on the local Facebook comms with all the comments about the mean dude with the big head wanting his Christmas gift. The mean 6'1" guy with a head like a bollard wants his Christmas gift. Give me some Christmas presents, bitch.
Ding dong. Hi, can I help you? Yeah, where's my present? Where's my present?
This is going to sound like a really weird question, man, but did you by any chance receive a crocodile, a strand beast, and a Christmas present?
Be funny, like, you knock on the door and the door is opened by a sideways walking model.
Just yell, "Give me your box" at someone.
That sounds so wrong.
God. Oh,
Woman opens the door and says, "Give me your box."
Yeah. And it's summer here too, so I'd be all like sweaty and probably out of breath.
Ah.
It's like Duke's had one too many shandies and he's just watching's not enough.
I'll say a bird's eye boxer.
All right. So, Tim, you were showing us something.
Oh no!
Muffled, John.
So with the
It's a new microphone headset.
with the dudes, right? Like the colors are sort of like these greens and creams and things, and I'm like, do I want to introduce another color or just those three? Because I'm just thinking about what to paint the top rag on this dude,
The loincloth.
who I lovingly call Squid Lips. I think I'll stick with the creams. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And then the variation between the individuals will be the skin tone. Yeah. Why not?
Joe says, "My name is Tim, and I have a warrant to check all your gifts. I am your friendly neighborhood present inspector."
Hello, I'm Troy McClure. You may know me from such shows as BBC.
And then the guy shouts, "Tracy, have you been watching those films again?" And Ted goes, "Did you say big black?" That's a weird bit to put in that film.
Which film?
Ted and Ted 2.
yeah.
Where he says, no matter what you put into Google, it'll come back with, "Did you say big black?"
Oh. Like when he looks at his laptop and he's like, "Oh God, there's so much porn."
And that's just John's laptop.
Yeah.
Chicks with dicks, Johnny. There's no such thing. It's just guys with tits.
Paul says, John, is your correct microphone selected?
All right. I'll change over the headset to another one.
Yeah, it's very muffled, that one.
All right. Going off head for a moment. Ooh, that's nice.
Probably not the best expression after what we've just been talking about.
No.
Either that or the part I like, there's the kid in the park. And they're like, the kid goes, stand up straight when you talk to me. And Mark Wahlberg's like, why the fuck would he say that?
Did you say? No.
That makes me giggle.
When they do the Jurassic Park skit of when they find the massive field of skunk.
All right, is that better?
Yeah, loads better.
You don't sound like you're in a box.
Ooh. It's especially sweaty this time of year.
Where's my box, John?
Where's
my goddamn electric car, Bruce?
That'd be odd. Yeah.
Show me the present.
I've got your present. I opened it. It's a the bleeding.
That's what it is, really. He never actually sent it to you, Tim. He just kept it for himself.
That's it. That's it. Unbelievable. Like, oh, no, we can't tell you where it was delivered. Oh, okay. Was it delivered to the address on the package? Yes.
So the next question is, how the hell did you get Tim's address wrong when you've already sent stuff there?
I didn't. I wrote. I had my phone open next to me as I was writing on the front of the package, and I wrote it in big letters on a white bit of paper stuck to the front of a cardboard box.
Am I going to get Tim's Christmas present in the post in the next week?
No.
Because that would just be funny.
It's ridiculous. Oh, we can't help you. You didn't pay for insurance. Well, that shouldn't really have to be an option. Like, if you did your job and delivered mail.
Yeah, I was saying to Mikey before, John, they've successfully failed the mission.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we know it's up here somewhere. I'm sure someone on my street has it, and then hopefully either I'll door knock and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I took it back to the post office," and then I'll go there and bang my head against the wall, or they'll be like, "Oh, this one," and it's just been sitting by their front door for a week.
But so was it delivered to blah blah street? Potentially. So you can't even tell me which street it was delivered to. No, even though I wrote blah blah street on the front of the package, that's potentially right. Thanks for your help.
It was delivered to Dave of Dave Street.
That was pretty much my tone with him as well. It was like, really, really. I was like,
anyway,
all right. So you can't tell me where you sent the parcel. They're like, sir. All I can say is our job was to deliver it to the address that was on the box, and we did that. I was like, and you can't tell me what that address was? No. But we're on the same page that I'm the intended recipient. Yes. But you can't tell me where my package is? No. Awesome. Well, you have a great day.
oh well.
Joe says, "You don't know who I am? Haven't you watched the BBC live stream? Lube and subscribe then." Joe says,
"Have a sticker." I don't want a sticker. Have a sticker.
Stu says, "Watch your panel." Hello, Julian. And he says, "Hi all," and yes, I'm late. Sorry, it's all right. We
Lovely.
were wondering where you were. It's all good. Like I've always said, the members live stream, members live streams for the corporals. If they want to pay £5 a month and not watch the extra live streams and get the extra content or whatever, then that's up to them.
How many viewers have we got at the moment?
We do know.
I don't know. It doesn't tell you.
Oh, of course.
Stream.
Haha. I mean,
Screaming into the void.
We can't tell you whether it was delivered to the intended corporals.
Yeah. Well, I can't do any more than put notifications on Facebook, YouTube, and Discord about it. So.
Dum dum dum. All right.
Yes. Is there going to be another part to that, or?
Yeah. So I'm just painting final little details. I've completed the rigging on the Eaton. The Eon Eaton little glide. You see it there. I'll just show you that. It's hard to see a lot of it because of the color of it. The rigging. The cord I've got is a like a tan, light brown sort of color. It does sort of disappear into the background, I believe. But yeah. If I put my hand behind, I don't know. Can't even do that. No. You just can't see the rigging.
Yeah,
You can see a bit of it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Very good.
There we go. Oh, yeah, that's better now. Yeah, so there's a heap of it. All the stuff along the fuselages tends to be the elevators and rudder. So you've got, so the rudder pedals, the cable drops down under the seat and then back up and goes in a straight line to the rudder, whereas the elevator pedal goes under the seat channel, the forward and aft channel, and on one side it goes to a split there, a doubler, drops into, from one becomes two and goes to the top end, and then the other side is underneath at the tail end. Yeah, the other side of the fuselage does the top side, and then you've got the bracing for the wings themselves, whereas the ailerons are wide there. And the rigging for those is these ones behind the seat going up. So it's on a bell crank, if you like, immediately behind the seat. So you've got two going onto each side of the bell crank and they cross over because one is the opposite of the other. That is the top rope of one is the lower opposite one. So it's all correct. You can see, it's you can see all the rigging there. Yeah, it's a complex little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have done all that if I'd put the PE on before I painted it and I had the patience to do all those little wires.
Yeah. I just need to hit it with a matte coat and this will be done. Oh, and these I want to paint the rubber.
Yeah.
Shock absorbers, springs, if you like, under the skid there, and I'll call it done.
Yeah. What I've done is I've just used brass rod to do the ones that actually make structural.
Mm-hmm.
Struts.
Yeah.
I'm going to be hanging it underneath the shelf, so it's more important that it's strong than looking good.
It did take hours. I got in a bit of trouble because I crawled into bed at 5:30 yesterday morning because I was working on this. It would take an hour and a half to do each wire, and so I crawled into bed at 5:30, and as soon as I laid my head on the pillow, Bron set her alarm at 5:30 to get up and put the washing machine on. So when she gets up again at 7:30 or so, it's ready to hang on the line. So yeah, she's just, what are you doing? Come to bed now. No habla inglés.
Did she go next time? I'm just locking the door.
Again.
Yeah.
She did not.
I gaslit Katie about bedtime the other day. I came to bed at about 3:30, and I lay in bed and I could hear Robin wasn't too far off waking up. So I was like, all right. And as soon as she started kicking off for real, I was like, straight on it, doing the nappy and stuff. She's like, how'd you beat me to that? And I was like, it's all right, love. You get some sleep. I'm all over it.
She's still none the wiser because this is a member stream. Ian says 11 likes if that helps, assuming everyone watching has liked. Well, one would hope so. Paul says, I once sent a key to a padlock by express post from Perth to Melbourne. I paid for express delivery next day. It arrived 4.5 weeks later.
Wow.
Junior says, Timmy, sounds like when I rang Royal Fail once, as a postman had lightly tapped the door and ignored the doorbell, so I missed the delivery. Pillock says, could you have heard him knock the door? Me, I just told you I have a doorbell. Dave says, wow, John, that's a lot of work, but good outcome.
Wow.
Junior says, Paul, I once paid for next day delivery. It arrived 5 days later and they blamed a traffic delay. What was it delivering? Bleeding tortoise. Paul says, David, please don't encourage him. He'll just keep modelling shit subjects.
Asshole.
Be working speaking, John. And the problem I've got is I've run out of 0.3 brass rod, so I've had to order some. So I won't be able to finish mine until at least Friday when it arrives. Oh, John, Kay built a model last night. She went upstairs and came back down. She went, "Where can I borrow your glue again?" I was like, "Yeah, why? What are you making?" And she went, "I found the 172nd Spitfire, so I'm going to make that." I was like, "Okay." So she sat in bed last night making a Spitfire.
Oh no!
So she is actually starting to get into it, which is nice because it means we've got a hobby we can share.
It's nice. It's different.
Yeah. It's quite nice just sitting on the bed or watching a film in bed and while she made a model and then she could just say, how do I do this? I show her and then carry on watching the film. Duke says, lovely rigging, John. You should absolutely get more of them. I have to rig my Bristol Scout. Keep putting it off.
Yeah. 70-second FX1. I need to do that.
Yeah. I've got to do the FE2B, and that's the one thing that's scaring me about it is doing the rigging. Because that got a lot of rigging. David says, Paul, he's enjoying the strange models. He is. Julian, Duke could be worse rigging your Scouts Bristols, assuming they're inclusive. Probably not the best thing to say to Paul, given that he's actually a Scout leader.
Yeah, but not a good one.
Ooh.
No, he's been doing it 15 years. He's certainly very good at it.
You were a Scout leader, weren't you, John?
I was, but nowhere near as good or for as long.
I think you'd have made a good Scout leader.
I did 10 years.
There we go.
And 4 units in 3 states because they kept on finding me.
I was a Scout leader.
Were you?
Nah, I had friends.
John has friends now. They're just all online.
No, I did cadets when I was a wee lad. I was never in the Scouts.
Yeah, I was in the Scouts and then I went to cadets as soon as I was old enough.
Yeah.
Because I liked the idea of going shooting things and flying planes.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I was jaded before I even got into the Navy. Because most of my time in cadets, I was pissed off that no one was taking it seriously. Which, well, literally, like, until I got through recruit school, I like always had to stick up my ass about military stuff.
Discipline.
Yeah, like you.
Do you think that's because your dad was military, though?
I don't know. I don't know. But things like drill, right? Like being able to call drill. Well, not even calling. Just being able to like march. You know, without square gating and without looking like a complete sack of shit.
Yeah.
I would regularly blow my top at people. Like, yeah. Which isn't good when you're yelling at, you know, people in your own cohort and stuff. But I was like, why the fuck are you here in like week 3 of recruit school to other recruits? I'm like, go back to Bamaga, dude.
Yeah, it's not good to gob off at the people who you share a room with at night.
Yeah, well, see, I've got the... Yeah. I don't know. I've always had the advantage of, like, you know, I'm generally bigger than my mates and stuff, and
yeah,
strongers are like, well, what are they going to do? Square up? Awesome. Yeah. Let's light that candle.
Yeah, and then you come across that one nutter that's carrying a knife or something.
Yeah. I smashed recruit school. It's easy. Got ducks and everything. Pew, pew. Big brain. I think by the time I left Cerberus, I had like my grade average through recruit school and then trade training was 98.7.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Pretty much.
One of my proudest achievements in the armed forces was when I went through basic training, and everyone else's course reports were like a page or two long, and mine was literally just like 3 lines, and all it said was, Craftsman Connolly attended basic training. He completed this, this, and this. Passed out on this date, and that was it.
Of all the recruits in this session, he was most certainly one of them.
Yeah. He turned up, didn't stand out whatsoever. I was quite proud of that. Because one of the things my recruiter sergeant told me was make sure you don't stand out. Because if you try to stand out, you'll stand out for the wrong reasons.
You did.
Yeah. Right. That was the point.
For the wrong reasons. I married you. Crikey Moses.
Aren't the kids supposed to be in school today, by the way?
Oh, because it's cold, they're off.
Yeah. God.
Because the weather is icy. It's not even icy out there.
No.
It's sunny. Jeez.
Kaylee's just as jaded as you, Tim.
What?
Oh, yeah. I can hear the...
Jaded.
The temperature thing affected basic as well. Like the survival at sea element that used to be done in Western Port Bay, which is bloody cold in winter. They moved it to being in the pool because they're worried that the water might be cold. It's like, yeah. The Yoggin is pretty bloody cold.
Yeah. To be fair, because as a reservist, our basic training was only 2 weeks. In the British Army, you're not allowed to do any sort of physical training unless if it's over, I think it's over 30 degrees or something. The 2 weeks I did my basic training was the hottest on record. It was like 40 something degrees where we were. And but because we only had 2 weeks, we still had to go and do our combat fitness tests and stuff because we couldn't be back squadded. They couldn't, because the schedule was that tight. They couldn't just rearrange it for another day. So yeah, that was fun. Yomping across the sand dune, 8 miles of sand dunes.
Yeah.
40-degree heat.
Oh, that's another thing that they've removed from Navy. So all this on top of, and this isn't a joke, they've removed fitness requirements to join the Navy. Saying like, we'll get you there during the course of basic, you know. So yeah, there is now literally no barrier to entry.
Isn't the idea of basic it gets you to basic skill level, not basic fitness level? You should already have that basic fitness level.
Well, you would think, but
so that you can focus on learning skills.
Yeah, no, there are people that go through that. It's like, bro, no, this is not good. And then, you know, at basically 2 minutes to midnight, before final cutoff, you know, they go for a one-on-one PT session and magically, you know, just scrape by the skin of their teeth. And I'm like, awesome, can't wait to serve with this person. Man, I had so many whinges on the ship about that.
The first day we turned up on basic, like I said, because we only had 2 weeks, they had to figure out very quickly who was physically up to basic training. So on the first day of basic training, you had to do your personal fitness test, which was done on the runway where Memphis Belle was based, because we were at Basingbourne. And so you had to do your 1.5 mile run on the runways and stuff. And I think I came in at like 12.5 minutes or something. And to pass at the basic fitness level for basic training, you had to do it in 14 minutes. And I thought I was really, really slow. And I looked around and was like, there's just like 100 people behind me. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. What's 1.5 miles? Is that 2.4?
2.4 kilometers, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we had the 2.4 as well.
So for basic training, you had to pass it in at least faster than 14 minutes. And then after basic training, it had to be done in 10.5 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
So the first day was doing a personal fitness test. And we lost over 50% of the people that turned up for the course, which shocked me. And then the second day, we had to do the combat fitness test, which where you do the 8-mile yomp in 2 hours in full kit.
So that, like, my favorite PT was always battle PT. Like just doffing the jacket and wearing like undershirt and boots and cams and stuff. Yeah. I loved that PT. Like crawling around in sand and carrying tires and all that stuff. That loved it. But then you get me wearing bloody, you know, the Ranger shorts and all that stuff and doing a normal PT session, getting yelled at by some tosser in shorts. I like want to punch a hole through a wall.
Did your PTIs kiss their own biceps as well?
I think all PTIs do, don't they? So in the Navy, we call them clubs.
Yeah.
Clubs.
So like we have rate badges.
Yeah.
So like mine was a prop because I was a stoker. And the rate badge for training PTIs is a pair of crossed clubs.
See, on ours it's crossed sabers with a crown.
Yeah, no, they have crossed clubs, and the clubs are sort of like the like what the what are they called, like Persian clubs or something. Like the Iron Sheik used to use them in the WWF, but yeah, I hate group PT.
Yeah, I hate any form of PT. Hence why I'm so big now.
Yeah, I liked just being left alone. Either that or when they go, all right, we're just going to run laps for the entire session. I'm like, awesome.
Well, the problem we had, or the problem I had in our unit was a recovery company. So out of like 120 people, good, 80, 90 of them were recovery mechanics. So all the training was aimed towards them. So for us vehicle mechanics and medics and things like that, it was just, our role was just to support them with their training. So we'd have jobs to do, like fix the trucks and things like that. And then they go, right, okay, you're not fixing the trucks. What you're going to do is you're going to do a combat fitness test with the recovery mechanics. Like, why? If I'm a vehicle mechanic in a workshop, that's all I do. If I've got a yomp 8 miles anywhere, there better be a burger bar at the end of it. And something's seriously gone wrong.
That's what I always said when people be like, what? You're in the Navy, but you hate the ocean. I'm like, mate, my job's to keep the boat out of the water. Like, if I'm in the ocean, something's gone very wrong.
Yeah. What do people not get about this? I shouldn't be swimming. Yeah, when I was in Iraq, I think it was the last week I was in Iraq, I got told I had to do a combat fitness test or personal fitness test. And I'd done one before I went out there, and you only have to do it once a year. And I was like, I really don't need to do it because I've done at least 2 or 3 in the week before I came out. And I went, no, you got to do it because you haven't done it with us. Because when you're a reservist, when you deploy, you get discharged from the reserves, and you become a regular soldier. And then when you're finished, and they've decided, right, okay, we definitely don't need you anymore. Here's your leave. When you finish your leave, you then leave the regulars and become a reservist again. So I was like, what the fuck? And I was running like hell. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning because it's in the middle of the desert. So I was like running like hell. And I got halfway around, and it suddenly clicked in my head. Why the hell am I running? Next week, I'm going to be back in the reserves. I'm not going to need to be doing a 1.5 mile run in the desert in the heat.
Yeah.
So I literally stopped dead, and I just went, huh. And then just walked off. So PTI was going mad at me, going, get back on it, I'll put you on a charge with disorder. What's it called?
Insubordination.
Insubordination, that's it, yeah. I was like, I don't care. Well, what do you mean you don't care? You'll be put on a charge. I went, yes, but in a week I'll be a reservist, and my regular record, including AGIs and charges, will be wiped. So I don't care. Do what you want. But I don't need to do a fucking fitness test because it won't count when I get home. And I'll just have to redo it anyway.
Yeah, my fitness test was due to lapse 3 weeks before I discharged.
Yeah.
So I opted to do the walk. So either had the walk, the shuttle, like the suicide runs, or the 2.4.
2.4.
Yeah.
And I've through my career, I did every option. So like flexed arm hang, pull-ups, push-ups for upper body. And then I'd done the beep test and the 2.4, but I'd never done the walk. And the walk was like I'd heard that it was a trap. It is absolutely a trap. Like my lower legs were screaming
Really?
because so you can't have both feet off the ground at any point.
Yes.
Right. So because you're power walking, for people that don't normally power walk, so I don't know whether this is right or wrong, but what ends up happening is you're almost always rolling and pushing off the ball of your foot. But because you're not running and you're not kind of getting the spring action of your leg in it, it isolates the muscles in your lower leg.
Yeah.
And so you got to get past the point where those muscles are screaming and like it just feels like your lower leg is about to like snap itself in half. That sucks. Like, it's fine when you're older and like with the time allotments and stuff. Like it gets easier. But
Every 5 years, they add a minute onto the level time.
Yeah. Doing the walk as a young guy there. Oh,
Yeah.
absolute trap.
See, by the time I did the walk, I did the run for 25 years. Turned up one year, and Wertho, my mate from recruits, was there, and we're doing the walk. So I'm doing the run. He said, why bother? Come for a walk with us. We'll have a chat as we're going around. So literally, we just walked it, but it felt like a normal walk anyway, because I tended to walk fast anyway before my back operation or whatever. But I couldn't do the pace now. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But the run, I couldn't even, like, the impact of the run would, it's just something I can't even contemplate doing. It's like teeing off in golf. No, sorry, I'll have to get somebody else to do that for me. I'll just call out 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But when I got back to the UK, when I was went back to the reserves, sure enough, they said, we've got a 2-week camp, you're going to have to go on it. I said, why? I've just done a 6-month tour. And he went, yeah, but that doesn't count because you were with the regulars then. It means that unless you go on this camp and do a fitness test now that you're back, then you won't qualify for your $2,000 bounty. I was like, great. So I'm on leave, and yet I've still got to go out and fucking exercise and do fitness tests. So yeah, I'm so glad that I just suddenly decided. But I think that moment where I suddenly decided, went, and just walked off. I think that switch in my head then, that's what clicked, and since then I've just not been able to push myself when I'm doing physical training or anything. It's almost like mentally the switch just went, and it's like, yeah, no, there's no point in exerting yourself now.
Give me a moment. I'm going to move over to the booth, so I'll swap out cameras and whatnot.
Kay's smiling. She just gave me 3 little 1/144th blokes. That I can use
Very nice.
for a U-boat that I've got. They're out of
You know what I was saying about that that Balthazar gold color that I love?
Yeah.
So, like on this eye patch, right? So this is the coverage on that Balthazar gold.
Nice. We've got comments to get through as well.
Okay.
Like just boom, like one pass and it's perfect. You know?
Duke says mine is Copper State model Bristol Scout. Mine is, I haven't got Bristol Scout, but my FE2B is the Wingnut Wings one. Julian says, note to self, don't do that joke then. Duke says, ha ha ha, Julian. Julian says, I was in the Cub Scouts from about age 8 to 12, first in our pack's history to earn a gold arrow. Nice. Paul, Tiff, that spiral looks amazing. Paper thin, but still less wobbly and more rigid than John's bullshit glider.
Yeah, it is coming along really nicely.
Joe says, thank you, Tiff. 98.7. Nerd alert.
Yep.
Julian, talking of knives, kid interviewed on TV news once said why he carried a knife. Said to protect me from other drug dealers. I thought, keyword, other drug dealers. Yeah. Julian, laughed my ass off. Paul, stop holding back. Say what you mean.
Yeah.
Julian, Tim, with the removal of fitness requirements in the Aussie Navy, will they have to load balance the ships for the crew? Yeah.
Yeah. Ballast all day.
Well,
if like on the Wayne and Renetta on Harry Enfield and Chums, when they win the lottery and go on a holiday, can the fat bastard sat at the front please move to the centre of the aircraft, as we are causing the aircraft to go into a nosedive. Joe says the Iron Sheik will WWF. I remember Iran #1, USA Hakpoo.
Yes.
Joe says, was that the Sheik or John?
Sorry.
Says, The walk is the reason I failed basic. Not starting on account of not applying might have something to do with it too. Julian says, Mikey, after 5.5 months of a 6-month tour, they decided you hadn't done a fitness test. Just a tad slow. Yeah. Never mind the fact that I had to do remedial PT for the 2 weeks before the tour because I had an appointment during the pre-deployment training. So I had to sit behind for 2 weeks, do remedial. And all we did was get up in the morning, have breakfast, go and do a physical fitness test, do a lecture, then go to the gym, then do another lecture, then do a combat fitness test, then go and have tea, then go to the gym. And that's all we did every day for 2 weeks. So, and at the end of every week, of the 2 weeks, you had to do physical fitness tests. Some of the lads failed because they physically couldn't do sit-ups because their stomach muscles were so tight after doing 2 weeks of non-stop phys. It's weird. Joe says, Julian, that way the drill sergeant can yell at you, get up, you lazy so-and-so. Now, see, we never had that in the British Army because you were always just sort of treated as an adult. If you don't get yourself up and you're late, then you get punished. So you get into the habit of getting yourself up on time and make sure your mates are up and things. There's none of this walking into a room, banging a bin, screaming and shouting and stuff. It was, if you're not on parade at the right time, then everyone gets punished. And then everyone makes sure you get up on time. Julian says, Joe, if the sergeant said get up, I'd reply, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I really enjoyed basic. Basic was just, it's just a game.
It was probably the easiest part of my military career.
Yeah. It's just a game. Like, can you just shut up and turn your brain off for 11 weeks? That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just keep it simple. Do what you're told.
Yeah, it is a game, but I hated every minute of it.
I think the absolute easiest part of my career was once I'd got to the point where I was trusted as a mechanic to work on my own. And we'd go on exercises, and I was the only mechanic that turned up for the exercise. So all I'd have to do is get up, because, like I say, all the training was aimed at the recovery mechanics. All I'd have to do is get up with the recovery mechanics, have breakfast, get washed, have breakfast, wait for them to go off on training, and then I'd just go back to bed for a few hours. And then I'd get up just before dinner time, have dinner with them, and then in the afternoon I'd just potter around doing stuff. And then after tea, I'd just fix anything that they'd broken. And then by 6 or 7 o'clock, I was finished, and I'd just sit and have a beer with them. And that was it.
Yeah, I think when I'd sort of been pigeonholed as the potable water guy, and the elevator guy, that was life on easy street, for me, because it's like, I'd rock up to the workshop, talk shit, and
hello,
then
Jim.
Oh, hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Or should say good afternoon and good evening to you guys in Australia. Excuse me.
Yeah. Sorry, go on, John. Tim, what are you saying?
Yeah, just that. You'd rock up to the workshop in the morning, talk a bit of shit, and then go get a coffee, and then go around, do water samples from different points around the ship, do my water testing, and then it was probably time for smoko and a game of uckers. And then, elevators are always broken on the ship, so I'd go work on elevators, which is great. because you just tag it out, so officers have to walk up flights of stairs. While I'm just sitting on top of the carriage with my little speaker, just listening to music and trying to work out how elevators work so I can work out how to fix them. Because they don't actually train us on anything. They're just like, you're ME02, go fix it. And I'm like...
Was it sort of, these are the basics of engineering and mechanics. Here's a ship, go and work it out.
More or less. So yeah, there's like ship-specific stuff, but things like elevators, that's not on it. It's like propulsion and your sewage plant and stuff like that. That'll all come under, on power, obviously, will all come under your marine systems technician cert. But things like elevators and that's stuff that, like, everything that I know about elevators is stuff that I've learned from reading manuals and tinkering with elevators. So, which is kind of cool in a way. It's kind of worrying in a way also, but yeah. I now know how to fix pretty much any elevator.
Yeah. Well,
I think an elevator repairman would make more money than a teacher. You'll get yourself certified in.
Nah, it's not about money.
No, well, you're a new father, so that families cost money.
Yeah, nah.
Americans.
Nah, I'm a big believer in vocations. So you gotta do what you feel called to do. So, I'm pursuing teaching.
What level of school teacher are you aiming for?
High school, 11 and 12 chemistry.
I would have loved. You would have loved me as a recalcitrant teenager in your class with your take it or leave it attitude. I would have been one of those guys. You would have had the jackboot up his ass.
Joe says, then Julian gets up. It's a miracle. Jim says, greetings, Julian. Paul says, hi, Jim.
Hey, Paul.
And Duke says, glad you got your hair sorted out, Jim.
Yeah, I know. It took a long time, but, choices.
Yeah.
I was just doing a round of modeling, so I thought I'd stop in and say hello.
Yeah. Joe says, apparently an elevator repairman is hard to find in the US at this time. They do pay very well.
Yes, yes, they do.
One of my mates, when we were in school, he didn't know what he wanted to do after school. So he went to do a college thing in the summer. They were just like trying different trades to see what you enjoyed. And there's a company that makes what we call lifts. They were visiting just seeing what if there's anyone that they'd like for an apprenticeship or something, and he got chosen for it. And he's worked there ever since. And now they're training him up to take over the company. And he's only 35, 36.
Yeah, well, he's got a good future ahead of him.
Yeah.
There's plenty of lifts out there, and they all need maintenance and repair at some time.
He goes all over the world doing it.
One of the big elevator companies is Schindler, which always makes me giggle because I go, Schindler's Lift. But
that's catchy. Yes,
same company.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, apparently, before Oscar Schindler, there was a Japanese diplomatic official that did similar deeds as Oscar Schindler, getting targets of the Third Reich out before they could be tracked down and liquidated. I don't know the whole story about it, but Oscar Schindler was not the only one to do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there's a doctor that did it, and they had him on a TV show, didn't they? And he was sat in the audience, and they got him to they were telling his life story and everything. And then at the end of it, they said the audience, can if any one of you here have a connection with this story, can you please stand up? And the whole audience stood up. And what they've done is they've gone to the descendants of all the people that he'd rescued and got them to come into the audience so that he could see them all for himself.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
That would have been quite emotional. Seeing that none of the audience would have existed if he hadn't done what he'd done. Oops. There you go. Bit of brass work around the bottom of the steps.
John, what are you working on? You see a Spitfire fuselage, but what one in particular?
Oh, sorry, I was
going
going
that
way.
Airfix kit? The new Airfix kit?
No, this is an Edward. This one. Again, the camera's upside down. The tally.
Oh, okay. Is that the Malta Spit? No, those aren't the Malta Spitfires, are they?
No, it's the Battle of Britain Mark IIs.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. No, I was just doing a round of model work and my eyes started getting bugged. So I said, all right, it's 1:45. They can stand my face for about 10, 15 minutes. So.
Nice. Joe says his niece's husband is one in San Antonio and is extremely busy and travels all over the States.
Yeah.
Elevator repairs. Julian says, gotta go, visitor.
Oh, okay, Julian.
Right. We've only got like 3 minutes left anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the elevator or lift work is something that travels well. I know someone who does that for a living, and he's never lacking work.
Yeah. I suppose the other thing as well is I can't actually use my trade anymore because between my knee and back and neck and stuff, I would lose my pension.
Yeah.
If I do like the similar type of work.
Which I think is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Makes enough sense. Like if you're getting a pension for, being too injured to do that job, and then you get on the outside and you just do that job.
Yeah.
Outside of the Navy, it's like that's for the ongoing pension. Like we also have like a lump sum. If you were broken at work, you get remuneration for that, which is a separate thing.
Yeah, I got my lump sum for hearing loss and PTSD, which if I'd applied now, I wouldn't get it because my hearing has actually repaired itself. Because my house is so quiet all the time that my hearing's had a chance to recover. So I got that.
So what was it you were doing in your job, Mikey, that you believe was the cause of your hearing damage to your ears?
To being too close to explosions and things like that.
Ah, okay. I would have thought it would have been pneumatic drills or something like that, because I guess you use a lot of air tools to remove parts from vehicles you're repairing.
Yeah, it's the rifles and things as well, because the hearing defense wasn't adequate.
Ah, okay.
So
I can't say I've been around a lot of weapons going off, so I wouldn't know what that's like. I worked in machine shops for 15 years, so that's loud.
Yeah. But if you think about it, because we use bullpups, when you're firing it, the chamber where the breech is directly under your ear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So if you're not careful, it ruptures your eardrums. But I got a lump sum payout when I left, and then because of that. But my war pension, I worked out the other day, my war pension at the minute stands at 99 pence a week when I turn 60. Yay.
That doesn't sound like a whole lot.
It's about 50 cents a week.
Ah, okay. Think of it. 50 cents a week.
You
Yeah.
can't even
Well,
buy-
if you were a sheriff in the Old West, that would be a lot of money. I'm making
Yeah.
50 cents a week.
Joe says, nice haircut, by the way.
Is he paying me a compliment? Thank you, Joe.
I think so. Yeah. Right. We're at the 2-hour mark.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's another. I think in 2 weeks' time it'll be the nighttime one.
Yes.
Nighttime members live.
Oh no, today's Wednesday. I keep getting this screwed up. Tomorrow is Gary's live stream.
Yes.
Tomorrow we've got the tornado build starting, and then in the evening we've got Gary's live stream.
Righto. Yes. I forget. Did Nick win the last one, or did he not win the last one?
Don't think he did win the last one.
I know one of the last two he did win one.
Yeah.
Win one where no one could figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I got to say it. I know I sent you a message. Lanchester looks outstanding, mate. Beautiful.
Thank you, buddy.
Beautiful. I really like that vehicle.
That's good. It's a good color scheme as well.
Yeah, I think that's what really jumped out at me. I thought you were going to do the solid single color scheme like on the box cover with the RNAS markings, but you went with that, and I was like, okay, because I did not know British vehicles painted themselves up like that. I thought that was just the French.
Yeah, well, Nick specified that I had to do the Belgian paint scheme on it.
Belgian. Okay, right, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Paul says, thanks for keeping me company. Thanks all. No problems, buddy. And Case
You're
just brought me a
welcome,
big bowl of soup for my dinner.
In the city of iron ore.
Yeah.
I managed to get the front legs done. And
Nice.
the start of the hind leg and one of the wings.
Oh, that looks great.
Massive. Like, the face is bigger than my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Mine is.
Oh. Thanks for letting me play.
It's all right, John. We thought we'd let you in for a change.
Wouldn't be a live stream without you, Mr. Marley.
Well, it would.
John Marley's turning into the Simon Whistler of scale modeling live streams.
Yes, I mean, I see him. I mean, he's like, he's omnipresent.
Yes. John's looking very confused.
No, I don't know who Simon Whistler is.
If you go on YouTube and just type in Simon Whistler, and you'll
he's
find
that guy with the beard and
bald
bald
head.
head. It just every second thing that's not Tai Chi is okay, fair enough.
He's like a younger Jim.
With a beard.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never watched one of his videos. Don't care.
So what is he? Some kind of wizard of Tai Chi or something?
No. He does videos where other people write scripts for him, and then he just reads them out. But he's got like 6 or 7 different channels, and every channel posts at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Ah, okay.
Wow.
Busy man.
Like hour-long videos and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. Right. Thank you for joining us today. We're back tomorrow with the tornado build at Stein at 12 till 2 UK time. Yeah. Until then, Hulvar for now.
Hey, right.
Hey, everyone.
Bye.
Adios.
Shake that food.